Hey y'all!
Hey Gallivanters!
So we wanted to talk to you guys about Bora Bora.
This place is absolutely amazing.
Just breathtaking. Completely breathtaking. If you guys don't know, Bora Bora is part of Tahiti, so when you fly to Bora Bora, you actually fly onto the main island and then take a smaller plane over to Bora Bora. And Tracey and I are convinced that the color Tiffany blue was absolutely inspired from the color of the lagoon in Bora Bora.
Yes, it is absolutely amazing. Pictures and videos do not do it justice. This is one of those places that you need to see for yourself. If it's not on your bucket list, it should be.
Yeah, absolutely. Matter of fact, it's back on our bucket list to go a second time.
Yes, and we already have a list going of things we want to do and see again, if not, newer things while we're there.
Yeah, it's a beautiful island, and the people are super friendly.
So happy.
Oh yeah, I mean, it was just a great place to visit. So, the island is small. It's only 18 miles long, and it's all protected by the reef, and it's just beautiful. So our first thing that we feel like is a must do is to stay in a Overwater Bungalow. Now, even if you can only do it for one night, it is worth that one night.
Definitely worth it.
Yeah, I mean, it was just a great way to, in the night, sitting out on your deck, watching the sunset, and first thing in the morning we would get up and watch the sunrise, and the water would be so calm and still and beautiful. It was just awesome.
Yes, for people that aren't morning people, we did see a lot of sunrises and obviously a lot of sunsets, and it's an absolutely gorgeous place to see a sunset or sunrise.
Yes, it was just awesome. And in the Overwater Bungalows, you have your own, it's basically 2 layers of deck. So the one, right off the bungalow there at same level, and then you go down a set of steps and you have basically like a swim platform. I guess you could, hang out and get some sun, but
yeah, you can't really dive off of it.
No, the water's not deep enough to dive into. Well, it might be. It's probably, I don't know, 3.5 feet.
Yeah,
so
well, I'm almost 5 foot, and it came up probably mid-waist. So
yeah, so but you can jump right into the water there, and super calm, just clear,
but wear water shoes.
Yes, lots of coral, some stonefish. It's super important to make sure you do wear water shoes, because you can get some pain there if you don't. But stay in an Overwater Bungalow. Like I said, even if it's only for one night, and then you have to move on to a different kind of accommodation. We stayed at an Intercontinental, and we actually used points. Those are points that you can get from IHG, which is actually the Holiday Inn point. There's a lot of different hotels that you can stay at to rack up those points. They have credit cards you can get to get, sign-up bonuses. So there's definitely a way to do it if you, just kind of do a little more research, and I'll probably do a blog post on those particular points at some point in the future.
So on my list, I have snorkeling. This water is so clear and so blue, and where we were, obviously in the lagoon, is shallow. So you don't actually have to just swim around. You can walk around and just stick your head under, and the different fish and the coral, and there were things that I didn't even know what they were, but it was so cool and just beautiful. So I would recommend getting out and snorkeling.
Yeah, I mean, Trace barely got out of the water while we were there.
It started raining one day. I didn't even know it because I was too busy snorkeling.
Yeah. So beautiful clear water, coral heads under the underwater bungalows. I mean, just everywhere, just beautiful.
Yes.
And also, I would recommend going to Matira Beach, and that is a public beach. It's actually right across the street from the resort where we stayed, and it's really nice, calm water, shaded by palm trees. There's cafes and restaurants there, and when the tide's low, you can actually walk across the shallows there all the way out to the reef, which is really cool. But it's a beautiful beach. It's westward facing, so it is a great place to catch a sunset. So definitely go check out Matira Beach if you get a chance when you're in Bora Bora.
All of the locals actually say that Matira Beach is the best place to see the sunset.
Yeah.
So if the locals are saying it, then you know it must be good.
Yeah.
Next on my list would be, we got a little water theme going on here. Get out in the lagoon. It doesn't matter how you do it, swimming, snorkeling, whatever it is. But one day we actually rented a pontoon boat, and you have to be careful. You have to follow the buoys and follow what they say, because it does get shallow. And the last thing you want to do is have to pay for a propeller. And obviously you don't want to damage, the coral in the water.
Right.
But we went out to Coral Gardens, which is a huge coral, and just snorkeled around for most of the day, anchored the boat, and there's a bunch of boats out there, a bunch of people, some tours, out there, snorkeling tours, but definitely go out there because you will see all kinds of things in that water that you can't even imagine.
Yeah, I mean, that was a huge coral head and just so colorful. And yeah, like Trace said, you can definitely, if you're not comfortable driving your own boat, there are a ton of different tours out there that you can take if you'd rather do that.
Yeah.
So the next thing on my list is actually to go to some of the pearl shops. We did end up, as Trace mentioned earlier, with some rain while we were there. And so we took that opportunity to go and check out the pearls. The Tahitian Islands are famous for their black pearls. And, there's several shops around the island, and like we said earlier, the people are so nice and so friendly. We spent probably an hour and a half in one shop just talking to them and learning all about the pearls and how they're harvested, and the different colors and grades on them. I mean, it was a really interesting education, and just a fun way to do something a little different if maybe you've had a little too much sun or you do get a rainy day.
Yeah, and they are more than willing to tell you all about it because they are very proud.
Yes.
So definitely do that. I guess the last thing on my list would be the food. Now, Tahiti has wonderful food from their fruits and vegetables, but they are known for their poisson cru. And this is actually similar to ceviche, if you've ever had ceviche, and it's basically a raw fish that's marinated in citrus juices, lime, lemon, even orange juice, and then they add coconut milk to it. Now, we're not big fans of raw anything,
right?
But we did try it. It was pretty good. I think it's something you have to acquire a taste for. But, for raw fish, I think it was pretty good.
Yeah, it was. For me, where we had it, they actually had a lot of peppers in it, and I'm just not a huge fan of peppers. So I think that kind of took away from it for me. But, yeah, it was pretty good.
It was good. And then to add to that, they have something called a Tahitian punch. Now, it comes in like a milk carton. And no, it's not for kids. It is alcoholic.
Yeah.
But basically what it is it has rum, and then they put different fruits in there, passion fruit, pineapple, and orange juices. So it's definitely something that you need to try out.
Yeah, I think there's a couple of flavors of it.
There are a couple of flavors. I think we had there was a mango flavor, a strawberry banana, and then they have their original.
Yeah.
Which is like a fruit punch almost.
Yeah. It was good though. It was definitely good. It was not that expensive.
No.
And it was a nice sort of sunset cocktail.
Yeah, refreshing.
Yes, definitely. So the final thing on our list is to see a traditional Tahitian dance. And, I think most of the resorts around the area have these at least one night a week, if not a couple of nights a week. Some of them have fire dances. But it was, a lot of fun to watch and, give an insight into the culture. I think some of them actually talk about the culture and what the different dances are. It's just a fun way to see a little more and hear a little more about their culture. Now, there's not a lot going on in Bora Bora in the evenings. It is definitely just go and enjoy the beautiful water and just,
sunsets, sunrises.
Yeah, just a really kind of chill place. But, you obviously have to eat. And so we went to a dinner show. So we were able to, eat dinner and watch the dance. And it was just a lot of fun, kind of an interesting thing to do.
It was. And they like to interact with the people. So they may come up to you and want you to get out there and dance with them, which is kind of comical.
Yeah, but it was fun, and overall, we can't recommend Bora Bora enough. It is, like we said, there are some hiking trails, and obviously if you dive or you snorkel or you fish, there's a ton of things to do, but for us, it was just a truly laid back, really soak up the beauty of the place kind of vacation.
Definitely.
So I think that's it.
That's our top, 7? I think it was 7.
I believe so. And if you guys have any questions or want to know more about Bora Bora, certainly leave them in the comments below. If you guys have suggestions or things you think we missed, let us know that as well.
And remember, if you want to see more of us and you like this video, make sure you hit subscribe and the like button.
Absolutely, and hit the little bell so you'll get notifications when new videos post.
Dingy dong.
Also, we will have this written up on our blog at gallivantinggals.com.
And until next time, always remember,
live your best life.
See ya.
Bye, y'all.